I love doing what I do, talking shit on the internet, bringing the future to the next generation. To know that your dude, Lord Overlay, is going to be single-handedly the source that saves the United States. It's an honor and a pleasure to do this damn thing. You see, as I've said in previous videos, 2019 years have passed before I came on this scene and put you niggas on Front Street and Center Road. You see, it's the educated black man that will save the West from falling. I'm that nigga. That feels so good. You have no idea that I'm better than all of the great ones that came before me. They can't do it like a nigga like me. Now let's get down to business. The reason why I tell you niggas to get me to 1 million subs is because I have all of the answers that this world needs to hear. Now, how did I develop the answers to society's problems? All I did was look without bias. All I did was look without wanting. I displaced myself from wanting to take from people and focused on what I can give, which led me to this. The reason why capitalism is the only way to go is because it creates both the equality of opportunity and the equality of outcomes. However, as I've said in my Spit Roast Weekend 4 video, greed takes precedence over objectivity. You see, the problem with kings, presidents, senators, and House of Representatives is that their greed destroys objectivity. Because the people don't put limits to their success and power. Yes, that's the problem. No man or woman or government or corporation should have unlimited power. That's what these governments and kings and queens and champions don't understand. Just as in life, we all have to die one day. So to have unlimited power in the form of unlimited ability to put people in debt needs to be curtailed. You see, the governments put debt on its people. Now, the people are stupid because their solution is more government and more power. That's not the solution. Socialism and communism is not the solution. These soy-filled faggots think that making everyone poor is the solution. That's not the solution. That's contributing to the problem. The solution is not giving the source of your poverty more power. That's just stupid. That's the jester's game and you're the MVP. Now, I want to develop my premise a little bit more before I get into the answer. The inherent problem with income inequality is that the poor and or the working poor will start to believe that socialism, also known as communism, is okay because these same people think that communism is the same thing as decentralization. Let me go deeper in that virgin ass. You see, the inherent problem with income inequality is not the income inequality per se. It's that you're going to have a ton of people that think that a champion or the person that is having success has stayed past their prime and is just stealing with the power of their reputation, such as a CEO, such as a business owner, such as, a star, a movie star, celebrity, etc. People wonder why sports is such a valued thing, but people never understood its contextual meaning in 2019 society. You see, sport was how the strong survived in the jungle. Sport was how men were able to put food on their table for their family to eat. Competition is how people survive. So without competition means that you will die. What's my name? Nigga, what's my name? I am the living fucking legend. I'm too good. I'm too good. Nigga, I'm on another level. Leonardo da Vinci don't make masterpieces like me, nigga. Nigga, I got all of the answers already. Y'all niggas need to give me some money with all the gems I be dropping. Y'all niggas just don't understand. Come on. Nigga, I'm coming again all over that white girl's face because she's hot and she want it. That's right. Now, how can capitalism be saved? Well, for one, we have to make capitalism more competitive. Get rid of the welfare. Get rid of Social Security. Get rid of TANF. Get rid of WIC. Get rid of Planned Parenthood. And put into federal law mandatory annual raises that is adjusted for inflation and the consumer price index contingent upon its state. If you need an example of this, I got one for you. The military already does this with BAH, also known as Bachelor Assisted Housing Allowances. However, what I'm proposing isn't an actual fixed allowance. Because as I've said in previous videos, and as what we know to be true, I might as well go ahead and post the link in the description, which is from the Bureau of Economic Analysis, which defines RPP, which stands for Regional Price Parities. Now you may ask, what the fuck is regional price parities? Well, I'm glad you asked. Regional price parities is defined as the measure of the differences in price levels across states and metropolitan areas for a given year and are expressed as a percentage of the overall national price levels. Now let me go more deeper in that ass. So when you look at the link I post, the national level will be at 100%. And whichever city or state that you're in will have a number above or below that 100% level. Now, whatever that difference is how much more or less you, my listener, are paying to survive. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you, as my listener, live in San Francisco, Oakland, Hayward, California. The regional price parity for your city at all levels is at 128.0, or 28% higher than the national average, by the way, which is the highest of all the states. I'll walk you through how to look up this data for yourself. First, go to the first link in the description. Second, select interactive data. Then select interactive data, regional price parities. Third, scroll down until you see regional price parities, or RPP. Fourth, select MARPP, regional price parities by MSA, or metropolitan statistical area. Fifth, in the area prompt, select your city. There's a lot of them, so find the one that's closest to you. Sixth, select next step. 7, select most current year. Right now, they have 2017 as the most current year. Lastly, select next step. Now, for where I live, my regional price parity for all items is at 116.0, or 16% above the national average as of 2017. But let me get deeper. My regional price parity for rent, think about what I'm saying, for rent, is at a staggering 168.0, or 68%. Yes, you heard that right. 68% above the national average. Now let me elaborate some more. According to an article from the Pew Research Center, there are 382 metropolitan statistical areas in the United States. Link in the description. And as I've said in a previous video, $1 in, let's say, Los Angeles is way less valuable than $1 in Boise. Also, the present value of $1 will always be more valuable than the future value of $1. The government doesn't consider this when they make their policy. Corporations don't consider this when they implement their pay structure for hourly workers. This is what I mean when I say people are getting shortchanged. These liberals think that a $15 minimum wage is the answer. They're not accounting for regional price parities. They're not accounting for the consumer price index, and they're not accounting for personal consumption expenditures. Link in the description for PCE. Now, once again, there are a number of other factors that can affect an individual's financial health. However, governments and corporations compound the pain that individuals feel by limiting their income and taxing their people to fucking oblivion. So let me recap my solutions. 1, get rid of these outdated welfare systems. 2, make raises mandatory, which accounts for regional price parities, the consumer price indexes, and personal consumption expenditures by state. 3, eliminate income tax. And lastly, number 4, make financial literacy a mandatory class in high school and college. Now, do I think that these things are actually going to happen? Absolutely not. As I always say, the government, corporations, and banks aren't in the business of solving problems because there's no money in it. But that's my proposal on how capitalism can be saved. Now, whether you agree or disagree with me, put it in the comments. Please share my work with other people. Also, subscribe. I know you want to. I know I piss you off so much that you can't look away. Give in to your Stockholm Syndrome and be a thought criminal just like me. Appreciate you, man. Lord. Overlay.